Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Right now there is a competition on BitGet. Okay, it's a huge competition. It's called KCGI. If you come and join the CoinsKid crew, you'll get a little bonus right there. Okay, so the link is in each and every single video description. It's the 2023 KCGI. Come and join us and get involved, okay, and hopefully we smash this competition. We do tend to do quite well, you know, but the more numbers we're getting, the more we increase our probabilities of winning this thing, okay, and then we've got a massive pot of money that gets shared between us. So click the link in the video description, get involved and take advantage of this nice little sign up bonus for the CoinsKid crew. Okay, let's dive into the video right now. So diving into XRP then, it's really important we keep an eye on this chart, and I've shown you this chart many moons right now, okay, so it's really important we pay attention to this chart to give us any kind of looking glass or clues to what we expect from XRP, okay. So, you know, please refer back to the videos way back here in May when we printed this bullish cross. I did say to you at that time, you know, this particular chart is giving us a clue. You know, this is a beautiful bullish cross, and historically, you know, we do react positively off that particular signal, which we have, you know, and this particular chart should break out in theory, and then whatever XRP is doing, you know, it's a buy, it's a clue, basically. It's a looking glass, it's a time machine. Now, as you can see, that absolutely played out. You know, if we drop the XRP chart in here, go to new price to scale, you can clearly see as this was being printed, okay, and I brought it to your attention just there, XRP was coming down the stairs. I remember all the sentiment there as well, you know, the big correction XRP were going through as this particular signal being created. People were like, no way, blah, 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 all this, you know, rubbish, but it was just data, okay, and eventually, what did this chart tell us? It told us that we were going to put in a massive move like that, okay, and it did. So, you know, there's no sort of bias there. It's just simple data, you know, not emotion. This is something I try and relay to you. So at the moment, what we've got on this particular chart, if we break down, it's going to give us a clue that XRP will break down before it loses its lows. And obviously, if it finds support and starts to break up before XRP, it's equally going to give us a clue that XRP is going to follow suit eventually, because this is risk, okay. So right now, let's drop this particular chart out. What we're looking at the moment, for me anyway, you know, I'm no Elliott specialist, or, you know, but what I'm looking at is structure. So what we've got from this peak here, when everyone got really insanely bearish on a stock market crash, is overlapping waves, okay, zigzag correction, basically some kind of 5-wave ABCDE correction. That's absolutely possible, and all you did on this particular chart was find support on the previous swing high, like I've taught you, swing high, swing low, find support, you go. And then what we wanted to see off this obviously is an impulsive wave 1, corrective wave 2, impulsive wave 3, and right now a potential corrective wave 4. So, you know, rules of Elliott wave state that this particular correction which you're going through, which was expected for this particular chart, okay, so you're getting overextended, you run into this key resistance as well, okay, key resistance, previous support just there, and right now we're looking at some kind of ABC. Equally, like I said to you at the point here, we've took out this level of resistance, so I expect this to run into resistance and come back to this neckline of support to confirm before going again. So what we're looking for over the next few weeks, leading months, we're looking for this particular chart to have its correction, possibly some kind of ABC, hold structure, hold support, and then go again. If we do start to see this leg coming up for the S&P 500 and XRP is crabbing again or correcting or whatever it's doing, it's got really boring, then you've got another cheat code which I've delivered to you, okay. So there's no bias. The key support for me for any uptrend on this particular chart, okay, from Elliott wave standpoint, is this wave 1 high that we put in November last year, okay. So we've had that massive thrust up, possible flat correction, thrust up, possible ABC zigzag correction, okay. So if that is the case, and this is an ABC zigzag, in theory the nominal level of support could be that breakout and the 55 EMA. We start to close below that, you're going to start to come and back test that key high, lose that key high that we put in November 2022, which is almost a year ago right now. See you later. You know, you start to fall below that, you're breaking the structure of an uptrend, and equally with that, you know, we could have a looking glass to XRP being in danger, basically. But until then, I've got to respect the data, and that's all I'm doing. I'm relaying the data to you that could potentially impulsive, corrective, impulsive, and right now you've got a corrective wave coming back. So in theory, you know, this is correcting just like XRP is after that big thrust up. So if we find the bottom, we find the structure, and we don't lose support, which I show you every day in XRP and this chart as well, then the next leg is going to be absolutely, you know, off the charts, isn't it? Because this is a blow off top. This is something I've been looking at for many moons, and it's just adding confidence to my theory that sort of next year, leading into the end of this year to next year, we should be looking at a very big upside here for this particular chart and XRP. But remember, there's no guarantees. If we break down and we lose the support of this particular scenario, I'll update you as quickly as I can, okay. So let's dive into the XRP chart. But the key support right now in the S&P 500 for any sort of bullish momentum in the short term or macro is 4102, okay. Lose that, see you later, alligator. Think about your position in XRP. Let's dive into the XRP chart right now. Looking at XRP on the weekly time frame, we have fallen into the Gaussian once more, haven't we? So we're caught in a level of resistance on the top end of the Gaussian and the medium. So we'll keep an eye on this going forward, because I think this could be a looking glass as well as the S&P 500. If we start to take this resistance out, technically that's really bullish. And if you start to lose this support, technically that's not looking too clever, because obviously you're going to sweep that low. So the support of the Gaussian at the moment on the weekly, if we do start to see a weekly close below 0.4523, then it could spell danger for XRP, losing the lows, and we're going to have a thrust down. But equally, if we start to take out the top end of the Gaussian, 0.55645, it's going to increase the probability that we have found some kind of low, and we're going to begin a retracement to this high. Now usually we do retrace to the high once we fall into the Gaussian. Let me show you right now, not bullshit, no opium, simple data analysis right now. You can clearly see that whenever we fall into the Gaussian like we did there, we do break out of it, retrace to the high before finding the bottom. Just there, we fell into the Gaussian, retraced to the high before potentially finding the bottom, but we broke the high, okay, and then boom, we got all the way to the level of resistance. So that was technically a nice little bullish statement. We came down, consolidated, and then continued, okay, which is something we've pretty much done here. We sort of come through the Gaussian, fell back, continued, come through the Gaussian, fell back, looking to continue. So again, this is why I say to you, it's really important that if we do start to see a close below that, then it's going to start to invalidate that low right there. So in theory, we fall into the Gaussian, break out, we trace to the high with a decision basically. So at this point here, we fell into the Gaussian, broke out, we traced to the high before finding the bottom. So there's been 3 instances way back there since 2018 where we've fallen into the Gaussian, broke out, falling into the Gaussian, broke out, falling into the Gaussian, broke out. So in theory, we've fallen into the Gaussian, so the probability is great in favour of XRP doing something like this before a big decision. Okay, so you know what I'm looking for right now is just to hold these levels of support and then begin a retracement, because this retracement up to this high is going to be the key thing that's going to get a game away. You know, as XRP found this beautiful impulsive move, corrective move, and it's looking to get to that red line, absolutely possible, or as it had this retracement and it's starting to come down the stairs, that's equally absolutely possible. So we're keeping nice going forward. But one thing we want to see for XRP on the daily time frame is we need to see it start making its way back up on the daily into the Gaussian. So keep an eye on this. On the daily time frame, we're looking for XRP to get a close through the bottom end of the Gaussian, which is 0.52193. If we start to see some kind of break here and we start to get our ass back inside this Gaussian, that equally in itself could start to say, okay, we may have found the bottom here, and we're looking at a big retracement with potential to break out and get to that $1.31. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that update. Just a swift little update today, but again, keep an eye on the macro, keep an eye on the S&P 500. It will give the game away. Okay, so can't get too bearish just yet whilst you retrace and holding structure as support of an uptrend. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back to an update on XLP. Bye bye.